The drama in Salem showed down this Thursday, March 27th. As long-held secrets begin to surface, tangled relationships come to a head, and familiar faces reveal shocking truths. Holly's necklace nightmare. Tate caught in the middle, tensions rise to a boiling point when Holly Jonas confronts her boyfriend, Tate Black, over what she considers a shocking betrayal. The young couple's romance has already endured plenty of obstacles, but this latest blow may be the final straw. Tate had the audacity, in Holly's eyes, to tell Julie Williams the truth, that Doug, Julie's beloved husband, was the one who stole Holly's necklace. Never mind the fact that Julie was the victim of the crime. For Holly, this was a personal matter, and Tate's decision to spill the beans felt like a complete violation of trust. How dare he reveal something so sensitive, especially when Doug, the supposed thief, is still living under Julie's roof, and Julie remains completely in the dark. Holly's anger isn't just about the necklace, it's about loyalty. And the fact that Tate would prioritize honesty over protecting Holly's favorite criminal, as she sarcastically calls him, cuts deep. She scolds Tate for his supposed betrayal, making it clear that in her world, love sometimes means turning a blind eye. But will Tate stand his ground and defend his actions? Or will he bend to Holly's emotional outburst? With Julie now suspicious and Holly on the warpath, this innocent necklace has become the spark that could ignite a far bigger fire. The House of Secrets. Sarah and Stephanie's dangerous game. Meanwhile, on the other side of Salem, secrets continue to swirl around Sarah Horton and Stephanie Johnson. Two women bound by deception, mutual blackmail, and a growing sense of dread that the truth won't stay buried for long. Sarah, who still insists she's a moral and upright citizen of Salem, has been living a lie for far too long. Her history is riddled with deception. She lied about the fathers of not one but both of her children. Now she's lying again, this time about Victor Kiriakis' intentions for Titan Industries. Behind the scenes, Sarah knows the ugly truth: Victor never wanted to run Titan again. The recent corporate maneuvering, which positioned both Philip Kiriakis and Xander Cook as co-CEOs, was all built on a lie. The documents that legitimized their roles were forged, and Sarah knows it. Even more scandalous? Philip was the one who faked the paperwork. But Sarah isn't the only one who knows the truth. Stephanie is aware of everything, and Sarah knows that Stephanie knows. The two women are caught in a delicate dance of mutual silence, each protecting their own interests. Sarah has been pressuring Stephanie to stay quiet, fearing that if the truth comes out, Xander might retaliate against Philip in a way neither of them could control. Joy's baby bombshell, a secret waiting to detonate, and if you thought that was enough drama, hold on, because there's another secret Sarah's keeping, and this one could blow everything apart. Joy, Sarah's close friend, recently left Salem under mysterious circumstances. What hasn't been revealed yet is that Joy was pregnant when she left. And the father of that baby? None other than Alex Kiriakis. Stephanie doesn't know this. Not yet. But if Sarah slips up and lets that secret out, the balance of power between her and Stephanie could change instantly. It's a dangerous game Sarah is playing, juggling multiple lies and trying to protect the people she loves while keeping her own conscience clean. Melinda drops a bomb on Gabby. There's a thief in your house, and over in another corner of Salem, Melinda Trask has finally had enough of playing games. She delivers shocking news to Gabby Hernandez that leaves her speechless. There's a jewel thief living in her house. The revelation is jaw-dropping. While Doug may have been the one who initially stole the necklace, it was Leo Stark who hid it. Leo, the same man who recently had a whirlwind romance with Javi. The same man Javi believed he was falling in love with. The betrayal runs deep. For Gabby, this is more than just a stolen piece of jewelry. It's a threat to her family, her home, and her trust in the people around her. She thought she could keep her world under control. Now, she realizes it's built on lies and deception. How will she respond to this revelation? Will she kick Leo out immediately, or try to protect Javi from the painful truth? A city on the brink. Secrets collide and loyalties are tested as the secrets pile up in Salem. One thing becomes clear. No lie stays hidden forever. Holly's fury, Sarah's web of deception, Stephanie's growing discomfort, and Gabby's household betrayal are all pieces of a much larger puzzle. Friendships are being tested. Romances are hanging by a thread, and family ties may not survive the storm that's brewing. Salem has always been a town full of secrets, but this week, those secrets are threatening to rise to the surface, dragging everyone down with them. Will the truth come out? And if it does, who will be left standing? Don't miss Thursday's explosive episode of Days of Our Lives. The drama, deception, and devastation are only just beginning. Next, Days of Our Lives shocker. Julie banishes Doug 3 over stolen necklace scandal. A tale of trust, betrayal, and heartbreak in a dramatic turn of events that shook Salem to its core. The Tuesday, March 25th episode of Days of Our Lives delivered a powerful emotional punch that left viewers stunned and heartbroken. The episode, which many fans are already calling one of the most devastating in recent memory, featured a long-awaited confrontation between Julie Williams and Doug 3, her late husband's nephew. The fallout? Nothing short of soul-crushing for longtime viewers who have watched Julie endure her share of hardship and heartbreak through the years. At the center of this emotional storm lies a tangled web of trust, love, and bitter betrayal. What began as a hopeful connection between two long-lost family members turned into a sobering reminder that not all reunions end with hugs and happy tears. A light extinguished, Julie's bond with Doug 3 crumbles. Julie Williams, played with her signature grace and gravitas by the beloved Susan Seaforth Hayes, had welcomed Doug 3, played by Peyton Meyer, into her life with open arms and an open heart. She had believed in him, defended him, and even dared to hope that he might bring a renewed sense of purpose and family connection into her twilight years. In many ways, Doug 3 was a living reminder of her late husband Doug's legacy, a symbolic tie to a past filled with love, strength, and family pride. For Julie, bringing Doug 3 into Horton House was more than an act of hospitality. It was a gesture of trust, a hopeful bridge between generations. But as with so many things in Salem, appearances can be deceiving. The necklace that broke everything, the catalyst for this heartbreaking unraveling, was a treasured piece of Horton family history, Alice Horton's necklace. More than just a valuable heirloom, the necklace was steeped in meaning and sentiment. It was a symbol of tradition, of legacy, of all the love and wisdom Alice had imparted over the years. When the necklace mysteriously disappeared, suspicions arose. Fingers were pointed, accusations made, and trust was frayed. Julie, desperate to protect her home and heritage, made a heart-wrenching mistake. She accused her own brother of the theft. In doing so, she set in motion a wave of guilt and pain that would come crashing down once the real truth was revealed. And that truth came from an unlikely source, Tate. Tate unmasks Doug 3, as it turns out. Tate had his own suspicions about Doug 3 and wasn't shy about voicing them. In a bold move, he confronted Doug 3 directly, and the confrontation cracked open the carefully maintained facade that Doug 3 had been hiding behind. Cornered and no longer able to evade the mounting questions, Doug 3 finally confessed. Yes, he had taken the necklace. Yes, he had known it was wrong. And yes, he had allowed Julie to believe that someone else, someone she loved, was responsible. His reason, desperation, a moment of weakness, a slip in judgment he would come to regret for the rest of his life. But for Julie, those reasons weren't enough. A heartbreaking goodbye as Julie stood in the familiar walls of Horton House, the place where she had built a life, loved deeply, and mourned loss after loss. She looked at Doug 3 not with anger, but with sorrow. "You were supposed to be a blessing," she whispered, her voice trembling with both fury and heartbreak. "And instead, you were a betrayal wrapped in a smile." Doug 3, remorse etched into every word and gesture, didn't fight back. He didn't make excuses. He simply apologized. "I was desperate. I was stupid," he said quietly, his eyes full of tears. "And I understand that what I've done can't be forgiven. But I want you to know, I never meant to hurt you. You were the light in my life, and I blew it." And with that, Julie did something that broke her own heart as much as it did his. She asked him to leave. A legacy shattered, but not destroyed. Watching Julie send Doug 3 away wasn't just difficult. It was gut-wrenching. For a woman who has spent a lifetime fighting for her family, her values, and her peace, this betrayal felt particularly cruel. And yet, it was also a moment of incredible strength. Julie stood her ground. She protected the integrity of her family's legacy, even if it meant banishing someone she had come to care for. For longtime Days of Our Lives fans, the symbolism of this scene was profound. It wasn't just about a stolen necklace, it was about preserving what matters most: trust, love, honesty, and the Horton legacy. Denial, disillusionment, and the cost of hope. The storyline has brought to light a recurring theme in Salem: denial. From Julie's initial refusal to believe Doug III could be capable of betrayal to her misdirected accusation toward her brother, this week's episode reminded viewers just how dangerous and heartbreaking denial can be. But perhaps more poignantly, it also showcased the courage it takes to finally confront the truth, no matter how painful that truth may be. Julie believed in Doug III because she wanted to. She saw in him a spark of the man she once loved, a man who had been her rock, her soulmate, her Doug. But in doing so, she overlooked the warning signs. She allowed her hope to overshadow her instincts. And when the truth emerged, it left her devastated. But Julie Williams is nothing if not resilient. What's next? While the door may be closed to Doug III, for now Salem is a town known for second chances and dramatic returns. Will he find a way to redeem himself? Or will Julie's trust, once shattered, remain irreparable? Only time will tell. In the meantime, one thing remains clear: Julie's heart may be bruised, but it is far from broken. She has survived betrayal, loss, and heartbreak before, and she will again. Because she is, and always has been, the heart of the Horton family. And in Salem, the heart always finds a way to beat again. Stay tuned. Salem's drama is far from over.